Hello, my crafty friends. Today we're doing Psalms 37, verses 14 through 17. I'm following along with Sue Hiles, and I'll link her video below for these same verses. And you can go back to her channel and see she's got quite a few Psalms that she was doing before I ever started following along. But she also has a playlist that's for the Psalms, so you can go and find her videos there in that playlist. I also have a playlist for Psalms, but I just started with 37, so I don't have as many videos as she does. But you're welcome to go and look at those as well if you haven't seen the beginning of Psalms 37. I'm reading out of the New English Bible, and this is what it says. The wicked have drawn their swords and strung their bows, to bring low the poor and needy, and to slaughter honest men. Their swords shall pierce their own hearts, and their bows be broken. Better is the little which the righteous has than the great wealth of the wicked. For the strong arm of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. And I'm going to do these kind of like Sue did. And I'm going to put Psalms 14 and 50 on one page and 16 and 17 on the other page. And I went ahead and glued down a background on both pages. Let me get in a little closer so you can see better. So that I had that done, we wouldn't have to stop and wait on it. I got both of these papers from Lisa Elaine. She sent them to me, and it was really cool. I wanted to use this paper for verses 14 and 15 because, to be honest, there's just nothing good about these words. They just draw an ugly picture, not only about the wicked, and what they want to do, but also about what the price for their evil desires is. And it's just sad all the way around. But I wanted to leave some kind of hope. And the only hope I think that these people have in verses 14 and 15 is if they turn around and follow Jesus. If they learn to give up their wickedness and give their lives to Jesus. And so I wanted to put this paper with all these crosses on there. It's black, but Jesus, is the only thing that can bring light into that kind of a life. This is what the paper looked like, and it goes like this, and you can see those crosses are pointed down, but I made the mistake of putting it in upside down, and it doesn't really look like crosses when you put them that way. And so I just took, you can see right up here where I didn't, because I'm going to cover that up, I didn't draw them out longer, but I just took my white Stabilo what is it called? Just Unival Signo pen, and lengthened those so that they look like crosses again. So see, even a bad page can be fixed. You just got to give it to the Lord. Anyway, I'm going to start out. I don't want to do a whole lot to embellish this page because I want to work on making this one pretty since this is the one we're celebrating. But there are a few things I want to put on this page. But first I need to glue this down. Okay. And I thought about coloring these crosses in with yellow because that would be the light. The only light in this dark page is Jesus, but I think that shows up enough with the white. So I decided not to color them in. Um, I do want to add some arrows. Just a few. Because I have some. And so why not? Um, I thought these could be a visual representation of what happens when you live your life this way. This whole Psalms has been about wickedness, but it's also been about wickedness of people who are blessed with earthly things. And I think it's, one of the things that people wonder is why do such ungodly people have so many earthly blessings? Um, and I wonder if that's the reason for this psalm, is to help us see that those earthly blessings are fleeting, and we should be happier with the spiritual blessings that we have and not worry so much about earthly blessings, because they are fleeting and they won't last. They won't last beyond this earth. It says the wicked have drawn their swords and strung their bows. And then it says the swords shall pierce their own heart and their bows shall be broken. And so I thought that we would break these bows, just kind of to remember that I think I'll stick a blue in there, and to remember that the Lord's going to take care of those bows and those swords. He doesn't always do things in the time frame that we think he should, but he will do it. Just like all the promises he gives, he doesn't say he'll do it as speedily as you think he should. He just promises to do it in his own time. And I've learned in my life that God's timing is definitely better than my own. We just have to trust in it. I'm going to leave that for now because I'm thinking about maybe adding a few arrows here with some texture paste, but I haven't decided yet. There's part of me that thinks that this ought to just stay like that, because there's nothing beautiful about those lives except the fact that Jesus can redeem them. And so that's probably the way we're going to leave that one. And then verses 16 and 17, it says, better is the little which the righteous has than the great wealth of the wicked. For the strong arm of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. I think I want to put that right down there. I have a couple of butterflies I cut out. I got a pad of stickers today from and those two butterflies were on the cover page, and so I thought I would use those. I think there was something else in here to use, but I can't remember what it was right at the moment. I always pull out more things than I actually use, so we will decide that in a minute. But I am going to use those two little butterflies. And I want strength right above. I think no, we'll do it right here. Okay, let's go ahead and put it down. Okay. And I want us to remember that the strong arm of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. So He's our strength. And this verse says, God is our refuge and strength, and ever present help in trouble. So if we're in the situation where they're trying to where they've drawn their swords and strung their bows against us, we're going to need God to be our strength and our refuge. So I'm going to put that right there. And where did I put those little butterflies? Oh, there they are. I want to put those down here around it. Yeah. I don't want to lose give it to God, though. So maybe I'll put these up here. Put that one there anyway. And we'll put this one down here. Okay, I'm going to take a second and draw their little antenna back in. Find a pin here. Okay, it's not great, but they're not antennaless anymore anyway. Let's see if I can get in one more. There we go. Okay. I also had this verse that says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you." From Isaiah 41:10 that I thought about putting on there. I have a couple of these things that I thought were cute. The Lord is my refuge. And this is God's promise. He promises to uphold the righteous. So I've thought about that. We're going to have to Um, I also saw this one that says live in peace and peace will live in you. And I like that one too. There's too many fun things we could put on here. I think one thing we need to remember to do is trust. So I'm going to put that one right here. Trust. And I found these also that go with these papers. And there was one of them I thought might go good in here. There's this one right down here. It says faith changes everything. And I think that's true. Let's see if we can get in there and get that one. I haven't opened this package yet, so I thought it would be pretty easy to open, but it doesn't seem to be as easy as I thought. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to put faith changes everything right up here. I think I'm going to use this one. It says, the grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God stands forever. Isaiah 48. One reason I'm going to use this one is because um, earlier in the verse 2, Psalms 37, verse 2 says, for like the grass, they soon wither and fade like the green of spring. So that just kind of harkens back to the beginning of the psalm. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and put this down. More over this way. I don't want it to get in the crease of the page. This is already hard enough to shut. Okay. I like that. Okay. I'm also going to, I don't do this every time, but I think it needs it today. Goes around hers and outlines everything. And this is definitely a page where it looks like everything's trying to fade into the background, but this pen is not. It's not being very happy. I may have to change to another one if it doesn't get. a little better than this. Yeah, I'm going to change pins. That's just not working. I liked it because it was a fine point, and I didn't want it to be too big, but it was so messy. I'm going to have to use a big one now to cover the mess I made. Turn this around here. Sorry, listen to those notifications. Okay, I like that. Sorry. I really don't get, it doesn't seem like I get that many notifications until I try to do something like this, but it's probably just I don't notice them, I guess. Um, I think I want some kind of border. This one you wouldn't be able to see a border anyway, but I think I want some kind of border on here. So I'm gonna use this little border stamp here. If I can, I didn't plan for that, so I don't have my stuff out. Okay. Where did I put my stamp pad? Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. Like I said, I didn't intend to do this from the beginning, so I didn't have it ready. But I think it'll help the page. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to look cute. Okay. Turn that off, but I don't. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do one right there. Alrighty, I'm liking that. Hope you like it too. Psalms 37, 14 through 17. The wicked have drawn their swords and strung their bows to bring low the poor and needy and to slaughter men. Their swords shall pierce their own hearts and their bows be broken. Better is the little which the righteous has than the great wealth of the wicked. For the strong arm of the Lord upholds the righteous. God bless you. You have a great evening. Bye bye.